If you want to become a dribble god in NBA 2K25, then you came to the right video. In today's video, I will be going over the best dribble moves for every single height. So yes, that means all the way from 5'9" builds all the way up to 7'3" builds. So regardless of what you have, this video will get you right. But before we do anything, I do want to say a huge thank you for 10,000 subscribers. That was a huge milestone for me. And when I started YouTube, I never expected to get this far. And I'm very grateful to have 10,000 people who support me. And since we hit that big milestone of 10K, what I'm gonna do is if we can get 50 likes on this video, yes, 50 likes, I will be giving away $100 worth of VC to one lucky subscriber. Yes, that is 450,000 VC. That is more than enough VC for one build, and I'm gonna be giving it away for completely free. Well, first we of course have to get the video to 50 likes. Step 2, you want to subscribe to the channel, and step 3, you want to turn on post notifications. Now the reason that step is important is because assuming we hit the goal of 50 likes on this video, I will be doing a live stream on December 24th, giving away this $100 VC code on the live stream to one of y'all. But first, we of course have to hit 50 likes on the video, so make sure to like up the video if you haven't already. But yeah, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into the first height, 5'9" through 6'4" builds. First up, we got dribble style. Now for dribble style, you want to go with Darius Garland. Darius Garland is by far the best dribble style in the entire game, let alone for 5'9" through 6'4" builds. All you need for Darius Garland is an 85 speed ball, and obviously to be under the height 6'4". So pretty much all small guards should be able to get this. There really is no other option but Darius Garland. It's really the same story with the signature size up. Now for signature size up, you want to go with Steve Francis. Now if you do not see Steve Francis, that is because you do have to be starter 4 to unlock this dribble move. So most of y'all watching this may not be able to get it, but if you cannot get it, there are some other good options like Trae Young. Trae Young is the second best 6 size up in the entire game. You only need a 92 ball handle to unlock it, and it is not locked behind starter 4. Most of y'all should be able to get that. Now if you are not able to, I would just go with Drew Holiday. But yeah, if you can get it, you need to go with Steve Francis 6 size up. This right here is the best 6 size up in the entire game. Regular breakdown combo. Now this move doesn't really matter as much. Yes, it still matters to a degree, but most people don't really do this move unless they're trying to crab somebody. But for the regular breakdown combo, I have on Isaiah Thomas. Now moving on to aggressive breakdown combo, I have on Jamal Murray. That is because this move right here, I found it easiest to crab people as well. Again, you're not really going to find anything too crazy in the breakdown combo section, but this right here is the best thing you are going to find. Moving on to escape moves. Now this right here does matter a whole lot. And what I have on is Stephen Curry. Now this is what everybody should put on if you have a small guard build. By far the best escape moves in the entire game. You can L2 cancel with it, get a good speed boost. You can Curry slide, as you can see right there. It's basically what every stage guard is using. Everyone's using Steph Curry. If not, they're using Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker is also really good. A lot of y'all probably remember this from last year. It's still decent though. You do have to be starter 4 to unlock Kemba Walker escape moves. Now if you cannot get any of those, I would recommend going with De'Aaron Fox. You need an 89 ball handle to get it. Moving on to combo moves, this really does not matter at all. I'm not even joking, it doesn't matter. But what I have on is Tim Hardaway. The only reason I have it on is because it was locked behind starter 4. Yeah, again, it doesn't really matter. You can go with whatever you want. Now for crossover, I have on De'Aaron Fox. This move right here is so broken. I literally made a whole TikTok whole short about it. Look how easy you can get to the rim with the De'Aaron Fox crossover. It's like John Wall from last year. And that John Wall crossover was annoying to guard on those ISO builds. If it wasn't for this crossover, I probably wouldn't ISO. Now, if you are not starter 4 or have a lower ball handle, I recommend going with Austin Reeves. You only need a 70 ball handle to unlock this crossover, or LaMelo Ball. Either one of these are very good options. Most people go with LaMelo Ball. I like Austin Reeves. Behind the back, it's no question. You got to go with Trae Young. Trae Young is without a doubt the best behind the back in the game. You can spam the behind the back. The moving behind the back it's okay. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, you do need a 92 ball handle to unlock it. Most guards should have a 92 ball handle. If you can't get it, I would probably go with something like Darius Garland behind the back. It's nothing crazy. The moving behind the back is actually really good. But again, most of y'all guards should have a 92 ball handle. If you do, throw on that Trae Young. Moving on to spin, doesn't really matter a whole bunch, but you know, it still matters a little bit. It's not like a completely useless animation. But for spin, I have on pro. And then for hesitation, now this one, a lot of people like to go a lot of different things. For me, I like Chris Paul. I feel like I can speed boost the best with the Chris Paul hesitation. Some people like to go Kobe White hezzy, Tyrese Halliburton. I used that a lot in the beginning of the year. But for me, And this really is personal preference. I like Chris Paul. I don't see a whole lot of people using Chris Paul. But just know that the speed boost from like each side, like let's say you have the ball in your right hand. If you want to speed boost to the right, Chris Paul Hezzy is the best thing for that. Halliburton isn't bad, but there is like a little bit of a delay and your defender is going to be able to see it coming. But with Chris Paul, your defender cannot see it coming at all, and you are going to get an easy, quick speed boost to the same side. Moving on to step back, and there are two step backs that you can either go with. They are both equally as good. Now, the one that I go with is Zach LaVine. This is the more explosive step back. You can, you know, do combos into the step back and it's more fluid. It looks smoother. It's also a free 3 in transition if your defender is playing you too low. The Luka Doncic step back is way easier to shoot off from 3. I've noticed it doesn't create as much space, but it's quicker, easier to shoot off of. And you can also get a crab move at the mid-range that you can either like run off of and get a nice speed boost, or you can just shoot the midi. But again, both of these step backs are really good options. All right, now we're gonna get into the best dribble moves for 6'5" through 6'9" builds. So all you tall guards, I'm gonna get y'all right now. Dribble style, you want to go with Zion Williamson. Now I know that sounds a little crazy, like Zion Williamson dribble style. No, trust me, you get the best cross launch with the Zion Williamson dribble style. Tall guards are kind of cooked, I'm not gonna lie. You can't really dribble the same way that you can like on a smaller guard. Like if there was a good dribble style like LeBron James last year, for example, where you could still speed boost with it, signature size up, I'll recommend going with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant 6 size up is the best 6 size up you can go with on tall guards. Now if you don't have enough ball handle or you just don't like Kobe Bryant, Drew Holiday is another good option. Moving on to regular breakdown combo, Penny Hardaway is what I got on my tall guard builds. Rest of breakdown combo, I went with James Harden. Now it's basically the same thing as Penny Hardaway regular breakdown. Now moving on to escape moves, which obviously does matter a little bit more than breakdown combos. You want to go with Kobe Bryant. Now you do need an 88 plus ball handle to use Kobe Bryant escape moves. So maybe not everybody is gonna have that, and if you cannot get it, I would recommend going with Luka Doncic. You do need an 84 ball handle to get it. Most of y'all should have an 84 ball handle. LaMelo Ball isn't bad either. You need a 91 ball handle to get it. I don't really like LaMelo Ball though. I know some people do. And if you can't get any of the moves that I just mentioned, I would recommend going with Devin Booker. It's really like the best thing you can get for a low ball handle, only needing an 80 for Devin Booker. Moving on to combo moves, this really doesn't matter at all, like I said for the last dribble moves, but what I went with was Zach LaVine. Now moving on to crossover, which does matter a lot more. You want to go with LaMelo Ball. You need a 91 ball handle to unlock this move. And again, I know not everybody's probably going to get this move, but it is the best crossover at getting to the rim. If you cannot get LaMelo Ball, I recommend going with Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves crossover is the best thing you are going to get for a low ball handle. Moving on to behind the back. For behind the back, you want to go with Kawhi Leonard. You only need a 70 ball handle. So this is the only move that I'm going to talk about, but it is the closest thing to the Trae Young behind the back, which we get on small guard builds. For spin, you want to go pro. For hesitation, you want to go with Tyrese Halliburton. This is the only one I'm going to talk about for this, because you only need a 79 ball handle to get it. And then for step back, again, like I said, for small guard builds, there are really two that you want to look at, that being Zach LaVine and Luka Doncic. Both of these are very, very good options. They're the most meta step backs in the entire game. And if you want to hear my explanation for which one is better and why I went with Zach LaVine over Luka, I recommend rewinding the video for the small guard section where I explained both of these step backs. Now getting into the part of the video a lot of y'all are probably here for, that being the best dribble moves for 6'10" through 7'3" builds. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get straight into the moves. Now first, for dribble style, you want to make sure you put on Zion Williamson. I use this dribble style on my 6'5" through 6'9" guards. You know, if I use it on 6'5" through 6'9" builds, you have to be using it on 6'10" through 7'3" builds. You get a really crazy cross launch with this dribble style, and it's already hard to guard on a 6'5" through 6'9" build. Imagine how unguardable it's going to be on a tall ISO build. Like 6 size up, you want to go with Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm only going to show one because I'm not going to lie, if y'all are looking at this video for like 6'10" through 7'3" dribble moves, most of y'all probably got to have a little bit of ball handle. So now moving on to regular breakdown combo, you want to go with pro. This right here is the fastest regular breakdown combo you can go with for tall builds. I mean, you can look at it on screen. It looks like you're dribbling like a guard, on a 6'10" plus build. Like, it's crazy. Aggressive breakdown combo, you want to go with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant dribble moves are really good on taller ISO builds. Same thing with escape moves. You want to go with Kevin Durant escape moves. Combo moves, you want to go with Pro. For crossover, you want to go with Zion Williamson. This right here, a very good crossover. It's not going to be super quick, but I mean, you can't really ask for much more. Now, I will say this. If you can get Giannis Antetokounmpo crossover, without a doubt, put it on. It is locked behind starter 4. So if you aren't starter 4 rep, you are not going to be able to get it. Behind the back, you want to go with Pro. This right here is the most explosive behind the back. A lot of the Pro dribble moves, I think, were like made for guards, but you can put them on bigs. I don't know why it's like that. For hesitation, you want to go with Kevin Durant. No explanation needed. Y'all know how broken KD SIGs are on those tall builds. Now for step back, you want to go with normal. Now you can get a lot of cool moves. As you can see, you can get the Asta slide. The step back you get is very smooth. As you can see, that is what it looks like right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for these 6'10" through 7'3" dribble moves. Like I said in the intro, if we can get 50 likes on this video, I will do a $100 VC giveaway. That is 450,000 VC to one lucky winner. Like I also said in the intro, I will be doing a stream on December 24th. If you want to catch that stream so y'all have a chance at winning the VC, assuming we hit the goal, of course, make sure y'all sub up with post notice and keep a lookout for that stream.